has no authentic email ID and showing not interest in product purchase, just see the product oriented information and leave from this, we will call him as prospect.
Okay, so my question was whether a visitor can become a prospect or not. If it is yes
Yes,
or no.
if he has an authentic email ID and he will fill up the form about the product, he will treat as a sorry, I could not. I
A
actually
prospect.
sorry. It is treat
Okay,
about prospect.
all right. So will that be possible if a prospect can become a visitor?
Sorry.
I guess no.
My answer is also no.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, because once you have filled up the information about the email address, you are enrolled as prospect. Now you cannot become a visitor. Okay. And also, Anikita, could you please help me how the sync works between Pardot to Salesforce?
Yes, Faisal. From
Okay.
Pardot to Salesforce, you are asking, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So from Pardot to Salesforce, we can think like if the after the prospects have been created. So when the like prospects are synced with Salesforce, so that time Salesforce will check if the if with the will match with the email ID of the prospect, and check if there are any existing same email ID with the leads. If there is present, then the prospect will be converted into lead in Salesforce. If there are no matching email IDs with the lead, then Salesforce will check if the prospect email ID matches with contacts. So sorry, I made a mistake. First it will check with contacts and then it will check with leads. So if there are no existing contacts, then it will check with leads if there are any existing contacts, existing leads with the same email ID. If there are no existing leads in Salesforce, then while syncing the with the same email ID, the prospect will then get converted, created into a new lead in Salesforce.
Okay. So, Amarjyoti, could you please help me whether Nikita was right or wrong?
Yeah, I think she's right about that definition and
Okay.
syncing process.
Okay, she's right. So,
Yeah.
could you please help me whether does this sync process is been handled by Salesforce or Pardot? Does Pardot checks with contact email address, lead email address, or does it is been checked by Salesforce?
I think it's checked by Pardot.
Correct. Okay, so Nikita, it's not checked by Salesforce, it is been checked by Pardot. So first it will check whether if that prospect have the same email address into contact object. If yes, then it will sync. If not, then it will sync with lead object. If not, then Pardot will automatically create a lead object into Salesforce. Okay, it will be Pardot, it will not be Salesforce.
Oh, sorry, by mistake I said Salesforce.
No problem. So Shanta, could you please help me whether can a prospect have can a prospect be enrolled into Pardot multiple times? Oh, Sushanta said that he'll be back. So yes, Santa, could you please help me with the answer?
Yes, Faisal, can you repeat again?
Yes, I said if a prospect is getting enrolled into Pardot, Can that have a multiple prospect with same email address or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, what are the sources?
Actually, I forgot it, but last class I have heard about it.
Okay, you have heard about it. Who wants
Yes,
to
yes.
give answer about this? Tamojit, would you like to try?
Maybe from a website.
Okay, one from website.
Another process.
Mhm.
Faisal, can you please repeat the question again? I couldn't get the question.
Okay, I said that in Pardot, one email address, okay,
Hmm.
with many prospect, multiple prospect, can
Hmm.
that get enrolled?
No, I think no, because the as the unique is email is the unique field, so every prospect should have unique email address.
Okay, so that's incorrect. Fine.
I might be wrong, but
Yes, I'll help you with that.
mhm.
So one prospect with same email address can be enrolled into Pardot multiple times. How it
Okay.
is possible? It's possible, for example, through website, as Majid said, through website. Okay, a website is having a link. On that link, you have clicked it and you have enrolled your details. So you have one as CRM ID, and under that CRM ID, you have all your details like email address, first name, last. Now again, you have form. In the form, you have fields. So in the fields, you have already one more time you have uploaded all the information. So the second time, your CRM ID will be changed and your email address will be the same. Third time, it might be possibility where in the email you got a link of form handlers
Mm-hmm.
that you are again filling up the information. So third time, you will be having the CRM ID has changed and the email address will be the same. So there can be multiple prospects created in Pardot with the same email address.
Okay.
Okay.
For different prospect, like suppose Tomojit is a prospect, me is a prospect. So if we use same email ID for both prospects, that is okay.
I think it will sync with the previous prospect.
Just a moment. I'll help you with the information. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
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 All
Yes,
right.
yes, yes.
All right.
Faisal, you think one, you have said one thing that Pardot engaging prospect from form handler, landing page, and email. I think
Correct. That's correct. So, for example, guys, pay attention towards this. Okay, this is important. Now we have content. Now in content, form is the source through which we can get prospect. Form handlers is the source through which we can get prospects. Landing pages is the source through which we can get prospect. And email is the source through which we can get prospects. Now in form, as I shared this link with you all in the previous section. Okay, if we click on the link, we are filling up the information. Okay, first name, last name, email address, company. Now here, what it's happening is we are getting the prospect information. Okay, now here I have Payal's email address, name, everything, and also if it's getting synced in front of Payal's name, there will be a cloud symbol. Okay, so if there is a cloud symbol, that means it is getting synced with Salesforce and
Mm-hmm.
it has CRM ID. If there is a unique CRM ID, so Payal has unique CRM ID and with
Mm-hmm.
the same email address. Now, what is happening is in the landing pages, okay, through the website, we got this.
Hmm.
In this also, Payal is filling up all the information again, enrolling. So here also Payal will get created with the same email address, but the CRM ID will be different.
Okay.
Through one ID, okay, through one email address, I can say email ID,
Mm-hmm.
Payal can be enrolled into Pardot multiple times.
Okay.
Yes,
And whenever it will mapped with Salesforce, so the CRM ID will be unique, as we know, just like Salesforce 18 the character ID.
correct.
So,
That's correct.
yeah. So that will be unique, and for that, with same email address, we can use it. The
That's
two records will be created, like for Pile, and like my question is that I have already filled up with my details, right,
hmm,
with my email ID, and with the same email ID, Tomojit also has filled up through form, like through landing page, right?
correct.
So two records have been created
Hmm,
with the different CRM. So right now, if we are trying to sync with Salesforce, then two contact or lead, whatever, will be created, and the both have the same email ID, but both have different. Both will have same different Salesforce ID, right?
correct. CRM ID.
Okay.
So CRM ID will be
CRM ID,
different.
what is the pattern of CRM ID?
Pardon?
Like Salesforce ID has 18 characters ID unique.
Uh-huh.
So say CRM ID, what is the character limit, or what is the
No, there's no limit as such. But as you say, it's 18. There can be 18. There can be many as well. But as just a moment.
could you please show us?
Yeah, okay. Could you please show us that ID?
Mhm.
I don't have
But
the examples as of now, but
but
I'll.
Faiz,
I don't. I did not sync it. Okay, this Pardot has not been synced with Salesforce. That's the reason I don't have the what do you say, example of it. But yes, I'll get back to you with this example.
but Faisal, I have a question.
Yes, Nikita.
So using Pildis and Tomojita's example, I want to ask you like, suppose there is already suppose contact has been created using the email ID of Pildi, okay, with Pildi's name. So after the prospect is created in Pildi's name, then when it is synced, Pardot is synced with Salesforce. That time, suppose later on a contacts get created. I am not asking about lead. After lead conversion, contact got created. So now Pildi's email ID and details is already present in Salesforce. Now
Hmm.
suppose Tomojit is another prospect with same email ID. Now when he this prospect gets synced with Salesforce, that time with that email ID match with Piledi's email ID and then merge it, or what they will do.
Okay, why are you all getting confused? I did
No,
not.
no. I think that
Just a
I
moment.
think that.
Just
Sorry
a
to
moment.
interrupt you, Faisal. Sorry.
Okay, I'll help you with y'all. Don't get confused. I did not said anything about Salesforce. Okay, Pardot through Salesforce bidirectional sync is the only sync where it will first check with contact, then lead, then it will create lead. In Pardot, what I am telling you all, that in Pardot we can have multiple prospect with same email address. Not in Salesforce. In Salesforce, it will get synced with only one contact or one lead. It won't be changed. But in Pardot, it will have a different CRM ID.
Okay.
Okay, don't get deeper into it because you won't be having questions related to it. You just have to understand that if we can create multiple prospects with same email address, so that should be yes as the answer. Okay, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like I'm sorry to interrupt you, Faisal.
Mhm.
Just like want to know that for suppose as of now, I can think that my contact has been mapped. Sorry, my Pardot has been mapped with Salesforce, right? So one contact has been created with my name. Now, if Tomojit will create with the same email address and try to map, in the Salesforce, right? Try to saying, sorry, wrong term, try to saying. So like that, as I understand till now, it will create another contact, right?
Why? Okay, you
What?
all know Salesforce more than me.
Mm-hmm.
Admin. So in Salesforce, can a person be added into Salesforce with same email address multiple times?
No, no, that's
That's
why.
correct. So how will that get created one more time?
So then what will happen?
It will be synced with only one contact or one lead according to the email address available in contact or lead. I am talking about sales Pardot. In Pardot, multiple
Mhm.
prospect can be created with same email ID. Okay, and it will be synced with Salesforce ID in Pardot. Okay, in not about a contact record. I'm talking about in Pardot. It will be created as a different CRM ID. CRM ID is a unique ID in Pardot as well. Okay,
Fazal, it would be really great if you could show us with an example. Then
okay,
the confusion will get clear.
just a moment.
Like everyone has different confusion. So if you show us an example, so I think everyone's confusion will get clear.
Just a moment, guys. Okay, guys, what I will do is I will sync this. Okay, my Pardot with Salesforce.
Faisal,
Uh,
your
it's
screen is not visible.
just a moment. I did not share it. I'm telling you all that as of now, it's not synced. That's the reason I'm unable to show you the example of it. But what we can do is for this topic, which we were talking about the sync, we can keep it on hold and we can continue with the next session. Okay, can I
Yes.
do this?
Okay, okay.
All right. Just a moment. I'll share my screen now. All right. So the previous session was related to prospect and visitors, also creating prospect and knowing about the Pardot. Now, in this session, what we'll be learning is about admin part. Okay. So in Pardot, what admin comes into is account engagement setting or Pardot setting. In Pardot setting, we will be talking all about Pardot, admin part. So whenever you can see that it's account setting, in account setting we have grant account access to Salesforce employee. So can anyone guess why is this tab available?
To allow Salesforce user to work in both this app and
Okay, so Tomajit, uh, okay, as you said, it's prospect you are defined like its email address, but according to you, what are the users?
users are the Salesforce users like system admin and other. I don't know I am
Okay,
right or wrong,
all right,
but
go ahead.
about user I am saying that the admins and other.
Okay.
users.
All right. Thank you. So I will actually help you with this as well. Yes, Nikita.
So I think users may be the persons who are using this like product which we are creating to for marketing purposes.
Correct. That's correct. So see, here under user, there's my name. Okay. So there's my name. So that means I am a user. Okay. User might be many. For example, all the people from this group are users. Okay. If they are having email address and password to access Pardot, then they are user. So now a user can be different with their role. Okay. So there
কালকে
might
রাত্রে
be,
খোলা হবে এটা।
sorry.
No, sorry,
Part
sorry.
was not.
Okay, no problem. So there might be four role. If you want to make note of this, people, you can make note of this. There are four roles available in Pardot. One is admin. Second is marketing. Okay, I'll show you. With Shabad, I've just created Shabad. One is admin, one is marketing, one is sales, and one is sales manager.
So what I read in the module, it was sales marketing manager, sales user, and marketing user maybe, and administrator, I guess.
Pardon, pardon.
Sales like administrator, then
Mhm.
marketing user,
Hmm.
sales manager, and sales user.
Sales manager and sales user.
Those are available. Sales user means,
Salesperson.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, this one. And I have created this as Shabad. It's my wife. So I've just created it as a role into it. But there are four roles available into Pardot. Any questions here?
No.
Yes, and Tomojit, users are the person who will be using this Pardot. Okay,
Okay, got it.
all right.
But
And
the button what is about grant account access to Salesforce employees.
yes, that's correct. So for Pardot, there are many facility available to us, but there are many cap. There are cappings which are available in Pardot. For example, if we have bonds, there are hard bonds, and we want to make it as soft bonds. Okay, so we cannot do it, but Salesforce employees can do it. So we raise a ticket to the Salesforce person, then they work onto it. So what they does is they ask us for permission. So if we grant the permission, then
Oh, it is about the Salesforce support team.
yes, Pardot is also having a support team.
Okay.
So we have to grant them the access. So they will access our Pardot instance, and then they will help us removing the hard bounces into it. Okay, so that's
Removing what person?
hard bonds. I will come to that. I, I,
Okay,
I will come to that. Don't get confused. I'm just giving an example.
okay, okay.
Okay. Now, you all were asking all about Pardot in details where lead in CRM ID will be created. So we'll get back to that. But we have one important thing as business unit. Okay. People might know about business unit. Can anyone guess what is business unit? No? All right. So people can make a note of it. In Pardot, there can be multiple business unit which we can purchase. Okay. For example, now a simple example might be that Data Colada is having two offices, one in offshore, one in onshore. In onshore, it is Australia, and offshore is India. And the CEO, he does not want it to be mixed. He wants that all details should be different of Australia and India. So what we can do, we can create two business unit. In one business unit, we can add the details of Australia, and in the second business unit, we can add the details of India, so that Australia won't be able to see the details of India, and vice versa. India won't be able to see the details of Australia. Clear, guys?
Yes, Faisal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir, but what will I write now for the multiple business unit?
Pardon?
Just give an example, but what will write the answer for the
Okay,
what
but
are the multiple
Is
business?
it an ID or a number? We will call it as ID, I guess. Yes, it is
idea,
written there.
business ID. There's
Okay.
okay. So there is multiple business unit available in Pardot. Through multiple business unit, different area can have different information. Okay. Noted? Yes,
Yes.
no, maybe.
Yes.
All right. All right. So now, according to Pardot edition, okay, this is edition with advanced version. How many versions are there, people?
Two versions.
No, I'm not talking about business unit. I'm talking about account type. There are four. Remember, guys, please make a note of it.
Eight version.
No, there are
Person are that it may be sorry, two person, that is lightning and classic, I think. Pardot has.
okay. No, so the thing is, you are talking about
Yes, there are four paid versions. There are growth, then plus, then
Yes.
advanced, and premium version.
Yes.
that's correct. That's correct. Perfect correct. So growth plus advance and premium. So mine is demo advanced version. Please, people, make a note of it. Growth is the first version, plus is the second one, advance is the third one, and premium is the top one. Noted, people? Please
Yes.
response
Yes, yes,
yes.
sir.
What is the second one after growth?
Plus.
It is plus.
Plus.
Then it's advanced. Okay. Or do you want me to write it?
These
Okay.
are the version of Pardot, right?
That's it. These are version of Pardot. That's paid version. So first version growth has the amount of $1,500. Sorry, the growth version have $1,250 as the amount. The plus has the amount of $2,500 as the amount. Advance has 4,000 as the amount, and premium has 15,000 as the amount to purchase. Okay, so the client cannot access it for free. They have to purchase it, then only they will be having access to it. So now
What was the amount of the growth?
growth is 1,250.
Okay.
Hmm. So now the thing is, we have four versions. Okay, four versions in Pardot, being advanced, growth, premium, plus. all these versions have different features and different capabilities. Through this, in uses and limits, we can have all the information here. So that's capping. Okay, daily API request is 50,000 limit, concurrent API request 5, landing page is 50, form 50, and so on and so forth. Okay, for example, client are having the requirement that they want automation rule to be run 100. Okay, but the limit is reached, so they can upgrade it from the minimum version to the maximum version so that they can have access to it. Okay, so this all are the limits that's available in Pardot. Profile does not have limit, paid search does not have limit, so on and so forth. When it comes to connectors, okay, connectors are our next topic which is available. My profile, you cannot edit it because it's edited by Salesforce, so I don't have access to it. But yes, this has been activated from the Salesforce itself. Now when it comes to connectors, can anyone answer what are connectors?
Suppose, yeah, here also you can see that Facebook forms, if we use, and if these details are coming in the Pardot, so we need to use connectors to map those fields like email fields, name fields. Is it correct?
That's correct. But why Facebook only? Why not CRM? Why not Vista or any other application? Why only
Yeah,
Facebook?
yeah. Any other application we can use.
Okay. So I would like to tell you all that in connectors, if we have primary application as Salesforce, that might be Sales Cloud or Service Cloud, in which we have all the information of contacts and lead. And what we want to do is we want to sync, we want to import all that contacts into Pardot, so we don't have to do it manually. We can just create a Salesforce connector. Okay, if we add a connector, here we can see all the facility which are available. We can add it and we can fill up our information and we can set it up. Now I would like to tell you, while setting up Salesforce, we cannot delete it. Okay, if you see, we cannot delete it, but for others we can delete it. For Salesforce, we can only set it up once. Once it is set it up, but we cannot do anything to it. It can only be synced. Okay, so if we are trying to put up the demo account in Pardot, then the client also cannot do anything. Salesforce also cannot do anything. They have to purchase another Pardot instance so that they can access Salesforce into it. Can I get thumbs up if you understand this?
If anyone do mistake,
Then
then
it's very expensive mistake.
yeah, got it, Faisal.
Huh. Now, when it comes to other connectors, for example, webinar connector, other Google connectors, social media connector, event connector, video connector, social posting connectors. Let's come to social posting connectors because we are used to use this both uh, application a lot. So, for example, if I click on Facebook, okay, I have already Facebook details. Now what we have to do is we have to verify this. Now by clicking on verification, we need to add our login details here so that it will be synced with Pardot. Now there are many things which we know, we may come to know that while accessing Facebook in connectors, we cannot have groups which we can access into Salesforce. There are posts only which can be accessible. For example, in Facebook, I have created a post of data colada, stating that if you want to get enrolled into data colada, you can fill up the information and you can get benefit out of it. Okay, so people who will be clicking on that link, accessing the website, filling up the information, so all that people will get enrolled into Facebook in connectors. Okay, and we will have all that prospect in Pardot. Is it confusing, guys?
No, no, Faisal, not confusing, but one question I had, like, suppose that Facebook page, not Facebook page, suppose I am connecting my Facebook with this Pardot, then my friend list that cannot be accessed. Only the posts who are liking it, who are viewing the website, or who are filling the forms, from there only I can just grab the visitors or prospects if they fill.
That's correct. That's correct. So, Nikita, the thing is, we are accessing Facebook's, LinkedIn, and other application by the terms of business. Okay, we are marketers, so through marketers only we have to think all these applications which are available. Through this application only, what we can do is take benefits out of it. In LinkedIn, if we post a job, okay, and we get all the resumes of candidates who are clicking on the link which we are sharing, filling up the information. So what we will do is we will be having all that information into Pardot, and we will be contacting them through this source, prospect source. Okay, so that is how in Pardot also, once we get all the information of the prospect, we can send them emails. Okay, is it clear
Yes,
till
yes,
here?
yes.
Yes, no, maybe, guys.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
clear.
only I can
It's
only
clear.
give one yes. Okay. Now, when it comes to domain management is a next part. Okay. Domain management. What do you think? What can be this term? Why it is domain management? Why not other term?
To maintain the domain like URLs.
Okay. So Tomaji, the thing is, if I want to send an email to a customer through a business, but there is no domain which has been set up, can I send a email to a person or
No,
prospect?
no, no.
No, no, because we will not have the official mail ID.
Correct. So this is our domain means that we are setting up demo.pardot.com or datacolada.com. Okay, and we are verifying that. So once we verify this, then only we will be able to send an email. Okay, now here I have not configured it because it's demo account. Even if I configure it, I have to have a IT group in order to verify this. So through demo account we cannot send an email to any person. Okay, but through the paid version we can send. Now what are tracker domain? Tracker domain which are having https dot demo.pardot.com or datacolada.com. We can add many trackers in it by the means of campaign. Once we send an email through the trackers, we will get the information of prospect into that default campaigns. Okay, is it clear, guys?
Oh, this is not clear. Can you repeat again? It will be better.
Okay, in tracker domain, what we can do is we can secure our email addresses, our websites through the mean of https. Okay, first one, if you'll see, it's http. That means it's not secure.
Not secure. Yes.
Excuse me, guys. And the second one, that's primary one, which we have selected as primary. So in this, we can add HTTPS so that there's no problem in it. Okay. Now I have created this as the secondary. So we can delete it. We can set it as primary. But once it is kept as primary, we cannot delete it. We can just edit it. Okay. Now, when it comes to export, the word itself means that we are exporting our prospect information to any other application. Okay. So what we can do is we can download the CSV export and we can give it to them. How many types of imports are there, people? We have already covered.
Me, Faisal.
Yes, Samajit.
Yeah. So, what are the export details? Are you talking about? Means what are the CSV exports? What are the details?
Okay.
That you
For
export?
example, we have prospects. Okay. And we want to export that to other application rather than Salesforce. So we have only one source that we can download the CSV file and we can give it to that third party application so that they can import it. Okay. Rather than that, we don't have any other export, what you say,
Option.
options. Correct. Yes. And when it comes to import, what all are the options available in import? Or is that yes, Nikita? Go for it. Can you hear me, Nikita?
Oh, sorry, I was speaking in mute.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we can manually add prospects. We can import a prospect. We can import a prospect through Salesforce connector syncing, and also we can import a prospect through Pardot, engaging prospect from like form handlers or landing page, then emails.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, Nikita, there are four options which are available in order to import the prospects. One is through CSV file, this. Okay. Second one is through connectors. If we enable the connectors, so prospect are getting imported. Second one. Third one is creating it manually. This is the less used source option, you can say. And the fourth one is the prospects, if they are liking our links, filling up the information through the website, email, form handlers. That is how we are importing the prospects. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, no, maybe guys, please speak up
But
because
in export, they have only for one option is CSV only.
pardon.
Import is there is already Nikita is talking about, right?
Yes,
But in export, they have only option, only one option to get the record from other like third party.
that's correct. There is
Through
only one
CSV.
option. We are exporting that. We
Hmm.
are not importing. So in export, we have option as CSV file download through which we can give out the information.
Okay.
Just a moment, guys.
Faisal, I have write down add manually and import prospect and Salesforce connector sync. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
So there are four options, Amauga.
They have another one is form.
Okay. Okay. Another
And
one is
another one
Form
is
handling.
CSV. Have you written CSV file? We
no.
can import through CSV file, just not Faisal said.
Okay.
We can import a prospect through CSV file.
Just a moment, guys. Okay. Okay. When it comes to recycle bin, in recycle bin, we can get all the deleted connectors, you can say automation, email, templates, prospects, form handlers, all these things we can get in Pardot. Now, there's some limitation when it comes to recycle bin. This might be a question into your examination, that till how many days a recycle bin take the prospect or deleted items. Okay,
30 days. 30 days.
no, it's 15 days only. Okay, after 15 days, 15 days, it will be automatically deleted.
Is it permanently deleted?
Permanently deleted. Yes, that's correct. It will be permanently deleted. We don't have other options.
The items are all about the prospects only, or the
Yes.
automation and other things
And
we
the
can see
other
here.
things as well. See, if you see automation rule, blocks, campaigns, competitor,
All this.
connectors, yes, engagement studio, form handlers, landing pages, opportunities, profile, prospect account, everything. Okay, but only
We have
for
no backup for this.
no, we don't have backup. We have very limited space. In that limited space, what we adjust is prospect. Prospect might be lakhs. Okay, so where we will store that? So in that backup only, which we have in Pardot, where we will store automation, engagements, program, emails. We have very limited space, so that's the reason we only can do all these things. Now, guys, the thing is, today the classes will be only for 1 hour because I got something important and I need to rush. Okay. So anyone has any question related to this, people?
No,
A
Faisal. Right now,
prospect
don't